Hello, people. Hello. I want to start out by saying all constitutional rights invoked, none waived. I want to start by saying all constitutional rights invoked, none waived. Okay, getting right into it. What we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the federal sentencing guidelines. And right in front of you, there is a chart. Okay, and I'm going to break down that chart. I'm going to break this down. Okay, on the left side, you see a category that says offense level, and it goes 1 through 43. And then if you go across, you see criminal history category, and you see Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now let me explain to you what that means. Okay, what that means is these are the months that you will spend in prison for whatever offense that you did. So basically what I want to talk about today is I want to highlight how do I know how much time these people gonna get when they get caught. Because the book, they have to do what the book says, okay? They have to be within the range of what the book says. It doesn't matter how anyone feels. It doesn't matter about anyone's feelings. This is all law that's set in stone. So it doesn't matter about humans' feelings and opinions. So if you look at this table here, you can see, so when you go to the top and you look at the the Roman numerals, I was about to say numero uno. When you look at the Roman numerals, you can see the 1 through 6. Now, if you never been convicted of a crime before, you're going to start off at the base level of Roman numeral 1, okay? So then you're going to calculate what your offense level is, all right? Depending on the charges that you were charged with. Depending on the nature of the crime, is going to determine the offense level. Once you get your offense level numbers, it's going to tell you what zone you're going to be in. If you're going to be in zone A, if you're going to be in zone B, if you're going to be in zone C or zone D, okay? Now, let's say for instance, I committed some crimes and I added my points up and it added to an offense level of 23. So we would go over to the left to the 23, okay? And then we would say for instance, if I'm a person that's never been in trouble before, never, ever been in trouble before, then I will go to number 23, category 1, Roman numeral number 1, okay? And then that's going to be from 46 to 57 months, okay? Now let me break something down also. The reason why that's going to be from 47 to 57 months is because of the base level offense and the criminal history with not being in trouble before. So for reasons, for example, in this example, I'm just showing an example of a person that has never been convicted of a crime. Okay, so if you think you're going to get off the hook from this here crime because you never been convicted of a crime, oh, I'm a first-time offender, I'm going to get a slap on the wrist. No, the fuck you not. Let me explain to you why you not getting no slap on the wrist. I don't care if you ain't never had a traffic ticket before in your life. This is why all these people that is involved with my brother's death, and that's involved with my attempted murder, and that's involved with 18 USC 241 and 242, all that. Okay, this is why they ain't never coming home. It don't matter who they are. You're not coming home because of what this book says, okay? And anybody that try to go against these guidelines and go against this book, we gonna have them locked up. So we don't care about your phone calls you gonna make and try to, your little money you want to put in and spend, nah. There ain't gonna be none of that. So getting back on topic, this the judge is allowed to go between 46 and 57 months on a base level offense of 23. Okay. So a base level offense of 23, the judge is allowed to go in that range. Now the judge can use his own discretion, his or her own discretion, to determine where in that range they want to put you, okay? And that's going to depend on a number of different factors of, who's coming in there saying what, okay? The victim impact statements and everything is going to control that, all right? So, all right. Now let's say for instance you have been convicted of 2 prior crimes before. Okay? If you have been convicted of a prior crime, if you have 2 prior convictions, we're going to move over to category 3. Okay? So even if you had a base level offense level of 23 and you go over here to category 3 and you go down to 23, okay? That's between 57 and 71 months. Okay, so that's the range for that. And as you go over, you will understand for every time you ever been in trouble, it's going to count against you on this grid. Okay, but what I want to focus on is I want to focus on category number 1, because a lot of these people involved, they have never been convicted of a crime before. Because of their affiliations. So I want to focus on the offense, the Roman numeral number 1, I'm sorry. Okay, so when there's a death involved, that's going to push the base offense level way up, okay? For example, the statute for 18 USC 241, and the language is clear on that statute. The language is very clear. And in that statute, it's explaining to you that, if somebody die or if there's an attempted murder, then the statute allows, the arms of that statute is very broad, and it allows those arms to go very, very far out. And it also allows those arms to go within the radius of our national borders. It also allows for the punishment to go as high as the death sentence. So the language is clear on 18 USC 241 and 242, and in the RICO law as well. So many of these defendants that either helped the bad guys with, doing them favors to try to get them out of it, like the Judge Kylie Daniel and Judge Larona, they'll be in the base level offenses in the between the 33 and 41. So because of someone lost a life predominantly in connection with all these activities, those people will not be returning home. Okay, so I wanted to bring this up to show you guys that this is not something that I made up. This is all comes from the federal sentencing guidelines, okay, from the U.S. Federal Sentencing Commission. And you can go on there yourself. If you just go to Google and put that in, you can go in and you can go to their website and you can, download the guide. Okay, so yes, the Sentencing Commission handles the duties of the sentencing guidelines and the actions consistent with that. So the U.S. Sentencing Commission is an independent agency in the judicial branch of the government created by the Sentencing Reform Act in 1984. Oh, that's the same year I was born. Congress enacted the SRA in response to widespread disparity in federal sentencing, ushering in a new era of federal sentencing through the creation of the Commission and the promulgation of federal sentencing guidelines. Now, these guidelines are predominantly in place to make sure there's fairness and make sure that there's some type of scale that they are going off of for sentencing, and that they're just not handing down sentencings according to how they feel, because the reason why laws have to be in place, because humans tend to get in their feelings and feel like they're going to just do this or feel like they're not going to do this. And it doesn't matter how you feel, okay? It matters what the law says, all right? So I just wanted to provide that as a brief little piece of education for the people who watching, just in case they think that I'm just throwing things out there when I say these people are never returning home. It's not because that's something that I want. It's because I know the law. I know the U.S. federal sentencing guidelines. I know how all of that works. I know how this here thing roll. Okay, so when these bad guys was playing and doing what they wanted to do and helping and giving people, doing favors for other people and thinking that that shit was funny, like Stephanie at Millennium Auto, you just ruined your entire life. You ruined it, because I don't care what no one tell you. I don't care who promised you what. I wouldn't give a damn. It's going to go how we say it's going to go. Why? Because we know the law and we broke this thing down and we did all of the base level work many years ago, okay? While they was sitting back in Ohio thinking it was funny, when me and my brother was going through all these lawsuits, they thought it was funny. And they thought, oh, we're not going to do nothing for those guys. We're not going to do nothing. So they made a bad situation turn into a worse situation. So we will be going back. And we knew that they were going to do that. And we knew that we would go back to all those cases. And we were going to tell the federal government that you have jurisdiction. Now go over there and look in all those dockets and see all of those, see all of the times that they violated the Constitution. See all of the times that they violated the invocations of the Constitution. And they must go to jail. Period. They're done. It's good night. So anything else other than that is just a pipe dream, because we gonna make sure they get there. Checkmate.
God is good. God is good. God is good.